Hey guys, Dr. Tracy here with my next video, all still related to writing programs. So in this video, we'll be looking at Chapter 9, Extending the Hangman Code. And there are 4 new things that are added to extending the Hangman Code from the Hangman Code that was designed in Chapter 7 and created in Chapter 8. We'll now be looking at the dictionary data type. The dictionary data type, just like a dictionary, gives a word and a definition. Key value pairs, keys and values dictionary methods, and multiple variable assignment. So that's a lot going on in this chapter as we're getting more and more advanced with what you're doing in Python. So now that you've created the basic Hangman game, some ways you can extend it with new features. You'll add multiple word sets for the computer to draw from and the ability to change the difficulty level. So that really is kind of improving what's going on here. And you're going to do that by adding more guesses. 6 guesses may not be enough. So you can give them more guesses by adding more multi-line strings to the Hangman picks. And that way, each time they change a picture, it's going to give them a couple more. So this is just extending that a little bit. And then the dictionary data type. In the first game, in Chapter 8, you had an animal word list. But if you also, maybe you had wanted to have colors or fruits with some modification, you can change this so that there are multiple lists that could be used. And so by having multiple lists, we define those lists using dictionaries. Now, dictionaries is a collection of values like a list, but instead of accessing them by the integer, the starting one being 0 and the ending one being the length -1, you access them with any data type, which is called keys. So setting up a key value in a dictionary is like having a word and then having what it means. That's why it's called dictionary. So when we have dictionaries, we establish that there is a key and a value. Number 4 is bacon, and eggs is 99. And you associate even different data types together as single units. We can use the length function to find the integer value. In this case, there are 3 because there is a key value, that's the first one, key value, the second one, and key value, the third one. All of that is part of the list stuff that has dictionaries as its elements instead of numbers. One difference between dictionaries and lists is that dictionaries can have keys of any data type. So lists, we only could call them according to an index number, which is an integer. But with dictionaries, we define how we can find them, and we put them into an interactive shell. And so that's what this example is demonstrating, is that we can return the value of any element according to its key. If you look for fruit, it will find apples. If you look for animal, it will find cats, and so forth. So now, the key and value dictionary method for our new extended Hangman is going to have a series of words that are colors, shapes, fruits, and animals. Notice that it's putting this in the same way that we did words last time, but it's using animals : in front of it, and then using the dot split method to break all those up. That means it's going to create a key value pair associated for every animal that shows it's an animal with that key in front of it. Now, we have these big lists. They all have key value pairs, and we're going to have to randomly choose from the list. So the random function uses choice. And when you use random choice in here, the random choice will select any of the elements from the list using their key. So we have a word key and a word index. If I say Fruits, 0, then that's going to be apple. Fruits, 4 would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the word index. But it would only be ones that start with fruits and not the animals or the shapes or the colors that were put into this list now. This is the DEL statement will let you delete certain items from an index. So that's thrown in here just so you can demonstrate. So as we are going through this, we're going to put the word category in for the player. So now in addition, you can say choose the word category, and then it will choose the word. And so that's the changes that are happening in this version of Hangman. And once you get done with this, the next step is going to be to work on your Python games and make the changes that are specified here, which is use different words in the game. So since it has fruits and apples and colors and animals already, maybe you want to come up with a different category, like states or fast food restaurants, whatever. And then assign them a dollar amount so that you can compare which ones are hard and which ones are easy. Creating this program is going to be a little bit more difficult. So you need to go back to chapter 7 and think about how that you're going to assign these dollar amounts. So if you have different dollar amounts, say per guess, you get some money for bigger words then. Vowels you have to buy. And at the point where they don't have any money and they haven't made a correct guess, the game is over. So you're adding a few more loops in this, and this has become a lot more challenging. First, go through and understand how to write the Hangman game and how to draw a flow chart. Then, once you've got the program working and you've made the changes out of chapter 9, start seeing how you can integrate any of these pieces for this additional exercise. This isn't all of the project 3, but this has got you through at least to the 4th one. And let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day.